What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another super exciting Art of War stream. This is part of our daily content review series where we take all of the previews that Warhammer community so graciously shares with all of us and break it down for you. Today is one of the best days in all of the land.
I'd say the best day.
It's the best day.
The best day.
It's the day that we're going to go over the Aeldari super faction. Yes, that's right. Our James Workshop overlords have finally given us what we have all been waiting for, the elf people. Quentin, are you excited?
I'm so excited.
This is our newest coach, by the way. This is Quentin Johnson. He's great. He's wonderful. He's on the team. He's an Art of War boy. And you know what? He's here to break down the elf people with me.
My favorite faction, if I do say so myself.
So let's just go through it. As you all may or may not know already, we are a competitively focused Warhammer channel where we try to help you get better at the game. If you like this content, maybe try like the video. If you want to let us know what you think in the comments, try leaving a comment. And if you want us to help you get better at the game and help us produce more content just like this, please give us an old-fashioned subscribe. It's free. It's so easy to do. It's right there on the button. All right. Now that all that preamble's out of the way, Q Money, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
The Children of Azurian. You know, we got to appreciate the artwork here. I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller so it's easier to see. Okay, wonderful. Now let's read some of this. Unlike those upstart humans whose petty concerns have set the galaxy aflame, the Aeldari have already seen a ruin that chaos can cause before mankind has thought to hit one stone with another deep.
Seriously.
This is the army overview. This picture, I've seen it a million times. We've all seen it a million times. All right, G-dubs, where's my good stuff?
The Avatar. I wonder if he's in here. I want to see the Avatar.
I'm sure the Avatar's in. Everyone's got a big baddie. I want our big baddie.
I want the Avatar.
I'll settle for the Incarn if they give us that.
Or Eldrad. Also except Eldrad.
So we've got some faction rules over here. Another pretty picture. Eldar killing Tyranids. We love Eldar killing Tyranids. With forces composed of elite aspect warriors and guardian hosts pulled from the citizenry of their craft worlds, Aeldari commanders scry the Strands of Fate to find the most advantageous threats of the future.
It's back, baby. Strands of Fate!
We're going to learn what this stuff does, Quentin. All right. Oh, my God.
Oh, it's a wall of text.
That's so many words.
Okay.
Okay, everybody. I'm going to do my best here. If your army faction is Aeldari, at the start of the battle, make a Strands of Fate roll by rolling 12d6. So you roll 12 dice at the start of the game.
Okay.
If you wish, you can then re-roll all of these dice.
That seems good.
But if you do, you roll one less d6.
Seems less good.
So it's like a mulligan in card games. You draw terrible, just do it again. Slightly worse, you only get 11 dice. You can continue re-rolling all the dice in this manner, rolling one fewer d6s each time you do until you are satisfied with the results rolled, or until you only have a single d6 remaining. Can you imagine? I'm looking for the 6. Oh, man.
Sometimes you just really need it.
Sometimes you just really need it. I can see myself re-rolling this once, maybe twice. Yeah. All right, that's pretty cool. When you are satisfied with the results rolled, those remaining dice become your fate dice for the battle. These results cannot be changed or re-rolled further unless the rule specifically states otherwise.
I wonder if Farseer have a rule.
We'll find out.
We'll
Keep your fate dice to one side. This is your fate dice pool. Okay, so this sounds a lot like Miracle Dice, similar to like how fate dice work now.
So Eldar get 12, but Sisters have a lot more generation, it seems like. Yeah.
I don't know that Eldar are going to generate much throughout the game.
Yeah.
Before making a dice roll for a model or unit from your army with the Strands of Fate ability, if you have one or more dice in your fate dice pool, you can use one of those fate dice. To do so, select one of those fate dice to substitute that dice roll. The dice that is being substituted is not rolled. Instead, the value of the selected fate dice is used as if it had been rolled. This counts as a modified dice roll of that value for all rules purposes. Each fate dice can only be used in this way once. After using a fate dice, remove it from your pool, and all remaining dice that are part of that dice roll, if any. You can use fate dice for any of the following types of roll: advance, battle shock, charge, damage, hit, save, wound.
Can you use more than one a turn?
I see no reason why you can't blow all of them on turn one.
Yeah, can you use more than one you can only use one in the same activation though, right? Like if you roll in like 5 hit rolls, you can only use one?
Yes, you can only use one fate dice per unit sequence, it says. Every time a model with the Strands of Fate ability makes an attack, basically.
Cool.
It makes it a die roll. I wonder if that actually means you can use them all at the same time. I really think you can. Before making a dice roll for a model, all right, so when, like, let's say I'm selecting my Wave Serpent, it's got the scatter lasers.
Yeah, it's got 6 attacks.
6 attacks. I think I can substitute 6 dice.
I think you can.
Not that I necessarily want to on that instance, but, like, imagine something like a Fire Prism, 2 hits, 2 wounds.
Or if you need something to survive, you need to make saves, and someone hands you 6 saves, you're like, I'm going to pass all 6 of these.
Do you know the dirty stuff I can do with the Phoenix Lord Avatar with this?
I'm so excited.
This is amazing.
This is going to be awesome.
So right now, Fate Dice, you roll 6 of them at the start of each of your battle rounds, and each die represents a 6 in any given category for a specific set of categories. And then you can substitute it like I want a 6 to hit right now, or 6 to save right now. But this is like I have 12 dice to play with for the entire game, and I know what the values are. So you don't have to roll 6 to pass the 3-up invul. Use your 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty money in the bank.
I kind of like that.
How many times am I willing to roll? Philip Dickey would like to know. I roll the dice. I'm going to roll once. I'm going to get 12 sixes, and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
We should get Siegs to play. Siegs to play Eldar.
We don't need Siegs playing Eldar. We don't need that. Yeah, it does say you can use one of those fate dice to substitute that dice you're rolling for, but a unit rolls many dice to attack typically. So you can actually, it doesn't say anything like when a unit is selected, you can substitute one of those rolls.
Have they said anything if 10th edition works the same in 9th edition where you have to roll, it's technically each dice is rolled one at a time and fast rolling is like an option?
I don't think they've gone through the mechanics.
Okay, cool. We'll find out more when the book comes out.
So let's see what other rules they have here. I'm very excited. Unparalleled Foresights. This is a detachment rule. Each time an Aeldari unit from your army is selected to shoot or fight, you can roll 1 hit roll and reroll 1 wound roll. What? Did they not learn from Master Artisans?
You get
both? My God, you get both. This is like the generic one that we're just going to get to start with.
That's so good.
Quentin, I'm going to reroll my hits, I'm going to reroll my wounds, and then I'm going to slam 6 damage on you with my fate dice. Yeah. Unparalleled foresight indeed.
So this plus fate dice means all of your attacks are just like ridiculously reliable.
Well, up to 12 of them. Realistically, you're not going to roll 12 6s unless you're me. So you're going to have 1s and 2s, which I don't know where you would use those.
Battle Shock?
Battle Shock, you want to roll high.
Oh, you do want to roll high now.
High these days. Like, maybe you could use like a 2 if you need to hit a 2-inch charge and you may just want to roll it.
That's
use
fair.
it, but like, I don't know. If there's a way to like re-roll these things, that'll be super important. Speaking of which, let's look at the Farseer. All right, let's see if I can make this a little larger for you all.
Oh, Nick.
Yes.
I found out what you can use the ones for.
Oh, wow. The Farseer does have an ability right there to let you re-roll fate dice. All right, let's just go through it.
Okay.
So it moves 7, toughness 3, 6 up armor, 4 wounds. They lost a wound.
It's a lot, yeah.
Leadership 6+ is pretty standard these days. OC 1.
Okay, so pretty standard Farseer datasheet.
Yeah. He's got Eldritch Storm, which is its ranged attack. It's 24 inches, D6 attacks, ballistic skill 3, strength 6, AP 2, and D3 damage. That's pretty good.
That's actually not bad.
It's from comparatively to all the different psychic power, smite type offensive ones we've seen. I would say Eldritch Storm is in the better category, and it's a blast. Mm-hmm. It's got a shuriken pistol, a singing spear. Singing spear is assault, and it's a psychic weapon.
Okay.
It's 12-inch range, 1 attack hits on a 2, strength 9, and flat 3 damage, no AP. Pretty similar in idea to what it is now. We got a singing spear in melee, which is 2 attacks. Farseer is good at combat. Hits on 2s, same thing. Strain 3 and 3 damage flat.
That's an interesting profile.
That is.
But you know what helps that out a lot?
What's that?
Fate dice.
Fate dice! Let's see what else we got. A Witchblade. This is anti-infantry 2+, so kind of keeping that always wounds on a 2 that they have now. 2 attacks, weapon skill 2, strain 3, damage 2. Okay, no one cares about a Farseer. Whatever. Let's get to their abilities. Branching Fate. It's a psychic. Once per turn, when you use a fate dice to substitute a roll made for a model or unit within 12 inches of a Farseer model from your army, one model from your army with this ability can use it. If it does, the result of that fate dice is first changed to a 6. Okay, alright, so you know what? My Fire Prism, I'm down to like turn 3, I only have 1s and 2s in here, it's a 6.
That seems good.
Forget re-rolling your fate dice. I'm choosing my fate dice. This is amazing.
Wow, okay, so...
Eldar, why you do this to me? Screw you, Seeks. Fortune is a psychic power. In your command phase, you can roll a d6. On a 2+, select one friendly Aeldari unit within 12 inches of the psyker. And notice that it says Aeldari. I don't know how the keywords and the factions will all work, but if you can intermix Harlequins and Ynnari and Drukhari into your Aeldari Superforce, I'm going to give Fortune to my Razorwing flocks.
Not again. Not again.
Select one friendly Aeldari unit within 12 inches of the psyker until the start of your next command phase.
Could you put that on like a Wraith Knight?
Why not? Each time the attack targets the unit, subtract 1 from the wound roll. So it's no longer feeling pain. It is -1 to wound.
Which is good.
That's a great rule.
Yeah.
It's a little less good on like toughness 3 because you're like
Yeah.
going from being wounded on 2s and 3s to 3s and 4s. You're still going to die. You're elf mode. But on our 8th night, and of course, you got a 4-up impulse. This thing is money. I mean, Farseers have always been a staple unit in your Eldar army as a support piece. Changing fate dice seems like it's money in the bank.
I am a little sad that there's no Doomer Guide. I want to see if those are some other mechanics later on, maybe.
It could be. I feel like Fortune, Doom Guide have been there for like every iteration of the Eldar Codex. Maybe it could be something like Farseer Skyrunner gets
Maybe
Doom
it's a
or
stratagem.
Guide. Could be a strat,
Yeah.
you know. It's always been a psychic power. I'd be sad to see if it not.
I know, yeah.
Alright, so we've got a Farseer's ability to parse branching fates allows them to make your fate dice go even further, changing the results of a roll to a 6, so you might want to hold on to those low rolls. Fortune allows them to bless a unit, worsening their wounds by 1, and you and your guardian defenders are toughness 3, and unlike their psychic peers of other lesser races, Aeldari do not suffer damage when they fail their powers. Oh, that's true. The weird boy does like hurt himself pretty bad.
Good. Our Psychers should be better than yours.
Yeah. So then we've got Guardian Defenders. They're going to move 7. Their toughness 3, 4-up armor, 1 wound, 2 wounds on the platform, leadership 6. And the regular Guardians are objective control 2.
What's the leadership of Necron Warrior?
I think it's also 6. Might be 5. Might be 5.
So interestingly, Eldar have been historically low leadership faction.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're low, but they're definitely not high. They're like the 7/8s of the world. I think the leadership bubble of commonly seen numbers is like 6, 7, and 8. Like I really haven't seen anything besides Primarchs and things of that nature go like 5. And I don't know if I've seen any 4s. So in general, I think leadership as a number is much less...
Like bounded?
It's bounded a lot more. Good word. Okay. So they have a variety of different ranged weapons, which you, I'm sure, can take on the heavy weapon platform. Going through it, the Aeldari missile launcher has 2 different modes, the Star Shot and the Sunburst. The Sunburst is a blast, the Star Shot is a single shot. So Star Shot is 1 shot, skill 3, strength 10, AP 2, D6 damage. Got a little stronger.
Flat 6 damage, Nick.
Flat 6 damage. I'm sorry. Don't mind me. And we don't have to worry about hitting and wounding. No. That's reroll that stuff. And then the Sunburst is the more blasty frag profile. D6 shots, strength 4, AP 1, 1 damage. I like that it's AP 1. That gives it purpose.
I noticed the shuriken weapons catch the AP.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get to that in just a sec. So the Bright Lance is 1 shot, hits on a 3, strength 12, AP 3, D6 plus... I'm sorry, flat 8. Flat 8 damage on the Bright Lance. What? So I'm going to hit you on a 3 plus, rerolling. Wound you presumably on a 3 plus, if not 2 plus, rerolling. AP3, which is high these days. You take your 6 up. Oh, you failed that? 8. Okay. And it's okay if we don't roll the 6 on the fate dice because we took a Farseer. Oh, man. Scattered Laser went down in strength. It's been strength 6 since 5th edition, and now it's strength 5.
That's so sad.
Man. Still AP nothing, still damage 1, still 6 shots. Strength 5. So sad. We've got shuriken cannons with sustained hits 1, so that's going to be every 6 to hit explodes into an additional hit. That's, I guess, instead of having the extra AP, they get extra shots, which, I prefer the AP, but extra shots is always welcome too. The cannon is 24 inches still, 3 attacks, hits on 3, strength 6, AP 1, 2 damage, identical profile today, but no AP boost, instead exploding 6s. The catapult, same as identical profile today, and Star Cannon is all the way up to strength 8, AP 3 and 2 damage, which I gotta remember strength 8's not the strength 8 that it is today.
Correct.
Like Rhinos are toughness 9.
Yes.
But that's pretty good.
Seems good, yeah.
Defenders of Fate. At the end of your command phase, for each objective marker you control that has 1 or more units from your army with this ability within range of it, roll a d6 and add it to your fate dice pool, displaying the result you just rolled. So
you take 1 squad of Guardians and you string it out to your 2 home field objectives and you get...
For each objective.
Oh,
man.
So the Guardians string back, and then you get 2 extra fate dice a turn. Is it a turn? Yeah, end of your command.
Yeah, end of your command. You imagine Guardians sitting behind a wall just being like, I'm going to farm these fate dice.
Yeah, so that means you get 22 fate dice a game.
Assuming no one ever bothers them, yeah. And like every time, for each Farseer you just change the crappy rolls to a 6. Oh my god. Eldar.
Wow.
Eldar, contain yourself. All right. Oh,
we still don't know points.
We don't know points. And we also don't know, like...
Farseer could be 400 points. Like,
it's not. We don't know it's not, but like... Right now Farseer is like 95. If Farseer could be 140.
Yeah.
You know, that's a little more possible. Crude platform, when the last Guardian Defender model in the unit is destroyed, any remaining heavy weapon platforms in this unit are also destroyed. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. So for keywords, they've got infantry, battle line, grenades, guardians, and guardian defenders. Nothing too surprising there. That's awesome. One thing I would like to know is that Eldar don't seem to have fire and fade. Or not fire and fade. We might have that. That's a
battle
strat.
focus.
Battle focus.
Yeah. We'll have to stand in the open.
Eldar's not good at standing at the open.
No.
So, like, fundamentally, this seems to be transitioning itself into a much more, like, I'm offense, you're dead style army, kind of like how Tau is, as opposed to Eldar in its current condition.
Because everything's getting, like, tougher, and Eldar is still T3-4 safe.
Yeah. Eldar is, like, forming more into the glass cannon style, where it's like, we're fast, we're incredibly lethal, apparently, but, we're out there in the open after we're done now, which that's going to take some getting used to. I don't like getting shot back as Eldar.
No.
And, I might have to accept that fate. See what I did?
Well, you can just change it to a 6, so they're dead. You can shoot back.
So we've got a weapon spotlight. I mentioned the fire prism. Let's see this. Few weapons in the Aeldari. Multiple fire prisms can combine to link fire to chain beams from one flight prism to another. All right, let's see what that means. Prism cannon. So it's got 2 modes of fire: the disperse pulse, which is a blast, and focus lances, which are linked fire. So the disperse one is 2d6 shots, range 60. Do you know the table 60 inches?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to be in range. Hits on 3s, strength 6, AP 1, and 2 damage. It's a blast, though, which is also
bad.
Bonus shots.
Yeah.
That's comparatively to what it is now. You got anti-infantry in your face, blast away.
Yeah.
Focus lance, though, I think this is the moneymaker shot. 2 attacks, again, reroll 8, reroll a wound. BS3, strength 18. Strength wounds the rhino on a 2. AP 4 and, I'm sorry, flat 6
damage. Let's go!
Where do we even use the fate dice on this profile? We reroll our hits, we reroll our wounds, and then you're just taking
Do you know what that looks like? It looks like it picks a vehicle and it takes 12 damage.
12 yeah. You have an invul? No, you're dead. Oh, man. When selecting targets for this weapon, you can measure range and determine visibility from another fire prism model that is visible to the bearer. Holy crap.
So you just take 3 of these things and you put one in the open and the other 2 can see through it?
That is the way that works.
That seems good.
You could, oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, line of, so like not even just like defensively where you can like poke one's head out just a little bit to get line of sight for all 3 of them. You can get really aggressive with just one to get like a suicidal trade going where you move the fire prism
and
very
then
far.
all 3 shoot.
And all 3 shoot out of that guy. Oh, I lost 1 fire prism for my troubles. And also you lost your army.
If Eldar still have redeploy, you can redeploy one on the line and just have it, because they move probably like high or whatever, like 14 or 16 or 18 or whatever the Eldar vehicles move in 10th edition.
25.
25!
Oh,
Ooh,
man.
fire and fade.
Okay, fire and fade.
Oh, it's 2 CP.
Speaking of which, it's 2 CP right now, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
but
like the game is
Yeah,
more, like
yeah.
you don't start with CP, so it's relatively more expensive.
And stratagems are all really good.
Yeah, there's opportunity cost for sure. So how does it work? And at the end of your shooting phase, so not after you fired the unit, but at the end of your shooting phase, which is good because I always forget.
Yeah, me too.
1 Aeldari unit from your army, your unit can make a normal move. It cannot embark in transport at the end of the phase. So let's take a note about the targeting here. Targeting 1 Aeldari unit from your army. That Wraith Knight,
the fire prism.
So you poke your head out. Don't poke your head out.
Nick, what is the effect?
What is you can make your unit can make a normal move. It cannot embark in transport.
Nick, it's no longer 7 inches. It's a normal move.
Sure isn't.
That means your fire prism can move whatever, like 16 inches behind a wall.
It really can.
Or your jet bikes can go 16 inches forward.
Yeah,
you can go forward, take an objective.
You want to steal an objective, you want to get behind enemy lines, you want to have your fire prism be ultra mega safe. Wait. Okay, never mind. So here was what I was thinking. You could take a fire prism and then shoot with it and then fire trade it deeper into your opponent's lines.
Is there any restriction on charging?
Yes. But
Okay.
We'll get to that. So what I was thinking is you take the Fire Prism and you go deeper into your opponent's lines, but it doesn't work because it's your end of your shooting phase. Because I was thinking you get even better line of sight angles. This is it's both a timing change and a normal move change. What a phenomenal strat. Okay, you cannot select an aircraft unit or a unit with an engagement range of 1 or more enemy units, and until the end of the turn, the unit selected is not eligible to declare a charge.
Oh, sad.
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 Fair enough. Oh, wow. We didn't learn too much. There's no avatar here.
That's sad.
That is sad.
I wanted the avatar.
You know, I'm not sad about my Eldar. I think they came out amazing. And right
Yeah.
here, they're slaughtering Genestealer Cult, which is really fitting because I'm going to be playing against Jack's Genestealer Cult on Wednesday live in the War Room. Of course, that'll be 9th edition, but as we get more and more 10th edition knowledge, I'll be busting out those rules all over the place. This is awesome. And there's pretty Black Library books. Look at that. The Cat Lady. Everyone loves the Cat Lady. You can see her cat right there.
I need to read those.
You should read those.
should read
The
those.
Path of the Eldar by Gav Thorpe. The Ghost Warrior, also by Gav Thorpe. Wow. What a great day to be an elf. I'm super excited, Quinn. Are you excited?
I'm so excited. Do they say what's next?
Oh, did they say what's next?
Let's see what's next.
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
Oh,
Next up is
it's
Eldar.
Eldar.
They usually post it later today. Oh, wow. Are you excited about Eldar?
I'm so excited.
Me too. What's your favorite thing about this this reveal?
I'm really excited about Fate Dice.
Yeah. I'm excited about that Craft World trait. I
That
think
also
that's
seems really
such hidden value. I mean, it's not even that hidden.
Triple Fire Prism.
Yeah. I'm all about this. All right, everybody. We're going to be doing daily reveals for you, daily breakdowns on this channel as we lead up to 10th edition. So I don't know what army's next. As soon as we find out, we'll post up a little teaser for you. And then tomorrow morning, same time, same place, we're going to get 2 of our coaches on. We're going to break down the next video. If you like this content, don't forget to leave us a like, leave us a comment, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us keep producing this content for you. And obviously, we want to keep doing that. So please help us help you. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for more 10th edition content. And we will see you later.